What's up, YouTube? Mad Fragger back with another quick fragrance review video for you today. I just happened to be in Walmart getting a pig's ear for my dog, and I decided to, run by the fragrance cabinet and see what was going on. And they had this Marc Ecko three fragrances in here. Marc Ecko experience pack, sampler pack, whatever you want to call it. Um, and it was marked down on clearance to like $5. So I said, well, for $5, I'll buy that and just do a quick run through. Who knows? There might be somebody out there that might be interested in how good or bad these may be. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Marc Ecko. I've never smelled a Marc Ecko fragrance before. Um, I've seen the clothing. I know it makes some pretty nice clothes. It's got the Rhino logo on it. Pretty decent clothing, but honestly, I was aware that they had fragrances, that they made fragrances. I was aware of it slightly, but not really. Um, but I've already taken these out of the package. I haven't smelled them yet. It's going to be a first impression on all these. I've never tried any of these. Um, I already took them out, so I'm assuming, yeah, from what I kind of looked them up, gave them a quick look up, just see what we were looking at, what the notes were and stuff like that. And the bottles are all, representative of what the actual larger size bottle would be, just minis. And so that's the box. It's graffiti all over, and then like I said, it's the Rhino logo, it's the Marc Ecko logo. I've seen Marc Ecko stuff before, just never fragrance. But let's give them a try and see if they're any good. I mean, I'm not expecting a lot, honestly. Like I said, I did look up the notes on them and to make my cheat sheet up here, and looking at the kind of the people's thoughts on it from Fragrantica. Like, I don't think that they're going to be very good in the area of performance, but I mean they're cheaper side fragrances. None of these are real expensive. Even the full size bottles are not all that much. So we'll give them a whirl and see what's up. Let's start with this is just the original, the Marc Ecko. The Marc Ecko fragrance. I do think it's kind of cool how they put these mirrored stickers on it with the Rhino logo, and when you look in the bottle, they reflect off the two sides, and then you got Marc Ecko on the front. Cap's kind of neat, plastic, but it's kind of got a cool little geometric shape to it. I don't know how good of an idea you're going to get. Probably not a very good idea of the atomizer, because these are obviously the mini bottles, but I'll give them a spray either way. And I mean, I have to see what the smell smells like. So not too bad. I mean, gets the job done. Not great, but then again, like I said, I don't think you can really judge the atomizers on these mini bottles, what these mini bottles are like. Ooh, I don't know. It smells kind of like on the cheap side. Let's just say that right off the rip. It does smell, got like kind of a cheap smell. Ginger, grapefruit, and citrus in the top of this one. Licorice, violet leaf, artemisia in the mid. Musk, incense, and tonka bean in the base. Now I do kind of smell the grapefruit and the ginger. Yeah, you can get that. And I'm not catching any licorice, violet leaf. Maybe a little bit of the tonka bean there in the bottom. I mean, again, these are not really expensive fragrances to begin with. I'm gonna give this another spray just because. I mean, I don't know if it's just that weak or I just didn't spray enough. Yeah, I'm getting the ginger for sure and the grapefruit. Give that a second and we'll move on to the next. Let's go ahead and do the blue and get it out of the way. It's just Marc Ecko blue, and you know the only difference is it's blue, a blue bottle instead of a black and clear, and you got those same kind of stickers there with the Rhino logo on the inside, and I'm just assuming that this is just going to be, you know, considering that was kind of a cheap smelling fragrance, I'm assuming this is going to be just smell like one of those cheap blue fragrances. Hmm. Yeah, pretty much just what I expected. Like it smells like a cologne that you would buy from a drugstore. Um, let's see what the notes are on this. I mean, citrus, blackcurrant, and plum in the top. I'm not getting any plum. Maybe a little citrus. I don't know. Water notes, lavender, geranium, green notes, and juniper berries in the mid. I kind of get the juniper. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the juniper, and you can get that kind of green smell to it. So this one, I mean, it's Marc Ecko blue, but it does have more of a green smell. It smells like more of a green fragrance than a blue fragrance. And then musk, sandalwood, and oak moss in the base. Not not getting a lot of these. I mean, I don't know if it's just me or if it's just, you know, like I said, just a drugstore, cheapy drugstore fragrance. It's a, you know, it smells like a $20 fragrance. But the juniper is kind of nice in it, and it's a little. I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad, and I mean it's not blowing my socks off or anything. Like, wow, I found a hidden gem, but it's also not bad. It just smells like a gym scent, like a dumb reach drugstore fragrance. I mean that's what it smells like. What it is. And then this one, so far, these both were pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna say pretty much on both of those 5 out of 10. I don't know about the performance, but I'm assuming it's not going to be stellar. But 5 out of 10 on the scent. They're pretty boring. They're pretty run of the mill, pretty cheapo drugstore. Again, drugstore fragrances. Let's spray this down good. Make sure I get a good bit on there. Now this one is a little different. This one coming off now, granted, again, these are just off of test strips. It's not off of skin. These might smell a little better on skin. Usually a fragrance does smell a little better on skin. This one off of the strip, this is kind of unique and this is kind of interesting to me. Let's see what the notes are. This is the Marc. I'm sorry, I didn't even. This is the Marc Ecko. This has a different bottle than the first two. It doesn't have that triangle shape. It's just a more of a standard shape. It's unlimited since 72. I think they call it unlimited 72. It says on the bottle since 72. So it's a year older than me, I guess, Marc Ecko. I guess that's when the company was established. So established a year before I was born. But I do not know when this fragrance came out. But yeah, this one's a little more unique. It's got a little more, what are the notes on it? Crispy ozone, Italian bergamot, frozen apple, and smoke in the top. Now, that frozen apple, I'm getting that apple, and it's nice. It is nice. I don't know about it if it smells frozen. I can't say it smells frozen, but it's nice. It's a nice apple. And then we got English lavender, violet leaf, amber, and suede in the base. I think I am picking up some of that suede, to be honest with you. Like it's kind of like a softness in there. And then Indonesian sandalwood, tonka bean, and musk. It comes together pretty nice in this one as opposed to the other two just smell like cheap drugstore fragrances, bottom line. Again, it's off a test strip, but still, I'm gonna say on these two they smell like what they are. This one actually has, this is something that I would wear and give a shot, and kind of see what the performance is going to be. Like, I'm not expecting it to be that much, or be that good, but if the performance is even half decent, like if I'm even going to get maybe 4 or 5 out of this one, this is one that I would pick up the full bottle if I saw it, like, 15-20 bucks somewhere cheap, um, or if I come across it when I was making an order on one of my either a discounter or Amazon or something, and it was like 20 bucks. I would pick up a bottle of this and wear it. I'm gonna do a full wear on this and see what the performance is like, and if it's at least, if it gives me half decent, just right below average, I'd say, performance, which is what I'm expecting, then I would wear this. This one's kind of nice. So out of the three, this one stands alone, really, as far as it's got a little more of a unique smell. It's got a little something going for it that's a little different. These two are just, this one's kind of like a greenish. It's not, even though it's called blue, I don't see this or smell this as a blue fragrance. It smells more like a green kind of fragrance, like got a green take. And then this one just smells like I don't know, like a cheap drugstore cologne that's trying to be something else that it isn't. I don't know, but not gonna give a hats off to either of these two. I'm saying 5 out of 10, and now this is just on scent alone, and the bottles are pretty cool. I will say that. Like, in their larger size, like say like a 50 ml size even, I think these bottles would look pretty cool on display. Like, I think they would display nice. Um, Unfortunately, the one that isn't in the cool, pyramid shaped bottle is the one that I think is worth smelling. This one is not bad. That red, kind of metallic red cap, that kind of gives you lends a little bit to the fragrance that's inside, actually, because it's more of like a warm kind of like, it smells red, if that makes any sense to you. Like, it smells a little bit red, but it's not bad. Like, this one, I'm slightly considering this might be one that I would grab for a dumb reach fragrance, or like one I'll wear to work at the golf course, or I don't know, maybe to like play in the golf league, here and there. I don't know, but yeah, this one's not too bad. Hats off to this one. It's just good enough and just unique enough, and it's got just enough to it going on to give it a hats off, and it's a possibility of trying out. Don't take my word for it on these. I mean, you guys may one of you guys may try one of these and really like it. Fragrance is obviously subjective, but to my nose, these two smell cheap. This one is a little better. And that's pretty much my take on these. I picked them up for $5. I figured, what the heck, I'd see what was going on here, and who knows, I might grab this one down the road, and it might end up being worth the $5 that I spent to sample them. So and hey, I suggest you guys do the same. If you see these at your local Walmart, I don't know what they were before they knocked them in. I think they were like $10. Might have been $10 for that, and then they were marked down to 5. I don't know. Give them a try, though. I mean, they're not terrible. None of them are bad. They're pretty decent. When you smell different fragrances and try all different fragrances all the time, you kind of start to get, like, I don't know if I want to say snobby, but really, but just, you kind of get to where you expect, to say that something's really good and it's worth trying. You expect it to be hit a certain mark and be in a certain place. And these two, neither of these are in that place where I would tell you guys, like, hey, you got to try these. You don't have to. If you want to, go ahead, but yeah, you don't got to try those. This one, it's worth getting your nose on. I like it. Let's smell that one more time. Yeah, I like this. I do like this one. So that's going to do it for this review. I just wanted to do a quick review on these since I came across them at Walmart today, and I just wanted to, and also when I was at Walmart, it's I found a 50 mil of Tommy. I don't know if this is like a throwback. Like, I mean, sometimes I just like to, do throwback fragrances just for anything else, just the nostalgia of it. Like, cool. I got the Cool Waters, Dracar. Like, all those are kind of like, you know, scent and smell is a very strong, um, has a very strong association with memory. I mean, so a lot of times when you smell something like this, these throwbacks, it brings back a certain memory or a feeling. You get a certain feeling. Like this smells like the 90s. No question about it. This Tommy smells like the 90s. Like this is like the 90s in a bottle. Um, I don't know. I might do a review on this one. I just picked it up because they had actually this 50 ml bottle they had on clearance for $4.97. So I figured for $5, you know, I mean, I had seen it a couple times in TJ Maxx for like 20 or $25, I think. And but for $5, I said, well, I'll grab it and wear it to work at the golf course or whatever. Like I know it's not the greatest. I've heard it's not the greatest performer, but I haven't. I'm not going to say anything about it until I've given it a wear, given it a test, given it a try. Um, but I'll probably do a review on this here shortly. It's an older fragrance. I'm sure a lot of people have smelled it. I'm late to the party as far as analyzing it because I have smelled it in the past. I have worn it like or in the distant past. But yeah, like oh, drop the cat. Yeah, I mean, this stuff is like when you smell this, it's one of those deals where it just kind of, you know, takes you on a memory, and you can kind of like, especially if you if you wore this fragrance, or like I said, the Cool Water, Dracar, like all those kind of for me seem to kind of like take you on a little memory journey whenever you smell them and put you in a certain place and time, and I like that. But yeah, maybe I'll do a review of the Tommy here in a few days. Just wanted to kind of like brag a little bit, I guess, on the fact that I don't know how, but it was $4.97. I said, well, for $4.97, I will grab it, and if anything, just kind of wear it to work and get transported back to the 90s. So thanks for joining me today for this review. Thanks for watching another video, and I will see you guys next time.